Hey there, Captains. I hope you're well. If you're new here to Pegasus in the Starfield, welcome. If you're a returner, glad to see you again. This video is by request. I'm doing a teardown and rebuild of the Inception, of which I recently made a walkthrough tour. You'll notice it's called Spacer Hyena here. I have a bug that doesn't let me change it in the game. If you didn't see the tour, or as a reminder, the Inception was designed as a heavy explorer. I don't have any shipbuilding or parts mods outside of Darkstar Astrodynamics, which, between you and me, I only keep for the convenience of being able to adjust the height of the large landing pad. I don't use any of the parts from it. I have flip merging enabled in my settings, and for a few of these merges you're going to see, I used the duplication exploit to force parts together that couldn't be flipped. So with the structural parts pulled away from the sides and top, it's easier to see how I laid out the habs. I start pretty much all of my builds like this with the habs first. So we have the landing bay, which enters into a companionway that takes us to the 3x3 empty cargo hall. On either side of it are the 3x1 engineering bays that I made into crew quarters. And then we have two storerooms stacked to make the ladder well. The computer core made into an infirmary is on the second level, connected to the 2x2 battle station. At the top of the ladder is the control station, and then behind that is a companionway that connects to the bridge. I left all the structural pieces attached to the bottom layer. It's mainly landing gears around the cargo hall and the Deimos belly pieces at the front of the crew quarters. The one next to the landing bay had to be flip merged into place there, but that doesn't prevent us from using it. And I'm just going to be using the undo button to put all the pieces back on. First are the Stroud nose caps and the Deimos spine pieces. That particular configuration was inspired by another shipbuilder's style in the Starfield ships subreddit. Next are the mid-bracers and wings, and a quick gameplay update. Celine has been helping the people of Dazra on Varun Kai lately, which has been keeping her away from ship and outpost building. And slightly outside of Starfield, or maybe adjacent to it, I just published my first mod, which took up a lot of my spare time learning and creating. So she hasn't been bothered by any ecliptic bounty hunters for a good little while, successfully averted a second Serpent's Crusade, and now has some awesome new crowd outfits to wear and craft for her crew. The Stroud braking engines go on the front of the bracers, and in the middle I stacked a HopeTech cap and pipes to cover the shield. The upper layer of structural pieces is next, with the nose caps at the front, followed by the aft cap and the engine mounts merged into them. So that's the front end. Next things to go back on are the structurals at the rear of the ship. I really dig the industrial vibes of those HopeTech pieces, so there's another set in the back, right between the engines. The Tayo spines go in front of the middle pair of engines, and then the HopeTech radiators and pipes go in front of the outer engines. The front pipes are merged into the engine mounts using the duplication glitch. These cargo containers stack in the middle between the spines and caps, and the Deimos radiators are on top of them for some additional textures. The weapons are all that's left. There are a couple of weapon mounts merged into the Stroud caps at the front, which hold the particle beams. Missiles are on the side wings, and lasers are on the side caps at the front. I called this thing a beast, and that's partly because while it may not exactly be considered attractive, it does have a certain presence. I credit a lot of that to the visual interest of the merged structural pieces. Tutorials for merging and general shipbuilding can easily be found by searching, but if you have any questions or comments, drop me a line. Thanks for watching. Catch a smile out there.